We also have Samantha Boyd on the scene as well. Samantha, can you tell us where you are and what you're finding out?
Yeah, Katrin, I'm also here on the scene, and I've been talking to witnesses and people who have loved ones inside. And that's how I met you. You work at the Little Rock location, but you have coworkers here who are on the 4th floor. Tell me about this.
So I caught wind at about 10:14 this morning that there was an active shooter. In fact, I called my supervisor and wanted them to check on our coworkers. It's over here on North. It was something that I didn't believe in at first. In fact, she did call me back and tell me that it was true. My coworker was outside of the building at the time, but she was coming up the stairwells. Whenever she did hear the gunshot, she was able to get back down the stairwells and out of the back door. In fact, in enough timely manner that she was safe. Like you said, it's crazy. I mean, I never expected this to be this way. I wanted to come over here and I wanted to check on them. That was my first instinct, making sure that they were okay. I knew that with it being so close together, it could have been us in that predicament. So my concern was for them, making sure that these people over here in our building at North was okay. Outside of that, it's crazy.
You said she works on the 4th floor too, which is where you heard that the shooting were happening.
That is correct. Like I said, she is on the 4th floor. I actually talk to them quite often. So with her being on the 4th floor, I know that she's often at work. I talk to her quite often. So calling her was my first instinct, making sure that she was okay. Like I said, she was outside of the building at the time, but she was coming up the stairwells and did hear the gunshots and was able to get back down in enough timely manner. So I thank God for that.
You got here and it's clearly a crazy scene. There's tons of people here. There's staff from the hospital outside. How did you feel walking up to this scene and just seeing everything that you're seeing?
Honestly, my first thought was this could have been us. It makes you not only scared for these people that's inside of the hospital, from the patients to the employees, but you think about it being you in that circumstances and what it could have been, outside of that. Now, whether or not there's any injuries or any of that, not sure, but I do know that with something like this being so, it's crazy. Like I said, it could have been us at any given time, and that's the thought that is constantly running through my head. At this time and matter, I would say that finding out a procedure for everyone is what needs to be done.
Alana, thank you so much. Really appreciate you answering some questions for us. I also did talk to a man whose dad was inside in surgery when they heard over the intercom, him and his wife and his mom heard over the intercom that there was an active shooter on the 4th floor. He says they heard it a few times and went to the bathroom to barricade themselves. And I actually did talk to him right before this, and we got a few questions from him. So here's what he had to say.
They came over the intercom, active shooter, 4th floor. Okay, and they repeated it 2-3 times. And me, my wife, my mom, some other people, we all immediately went to the bathroom, barricaded ourselves in, locked the door.
Yeah, obviously this is a developing situation. We're talking to more people as it goes on, and we're going to continue to keep you updated. So stay with us here at KARK 4 News. Reporting live in Sherwood, Samantha Boyd, KARK 4 News.
All right, Samantha, thank you very much. And both Samantha and Andrew will stay on scene to give us updates. Remember, you can follow us both on air and online for the latest on this developing situation. We're going to be right back with more of your broadcast.